Introduction to computer vision is the topic of this lecture. In all modern emerging applications of science, engineering, and technology, we find that the computer vision, the computer's way of understanding and interpreting the things, decision making by computers, analysis by computers, these are all abilities of computers to mimic as a human vision is computer vision where image processing plays an important role. In computer vision, the different data input, signals, environment, excitement, stimuli are captured in the form of images. Human visual system has human eyes as sensors. In computer vision, it uses sensors, cameras, sensors which are there in the cameras, digital cameras, which are used to capture the images. Those images are interpreted and the appropriate analysis, classification, or decision making is made by the computer. The area is called as computer vision. So, as I told you that computer vision uses sensors, whereas human vision uses eyes, human eyes. So eyes are equivalent to sensors for we human being, whereas in computer it has sensors. Means computer captures the data through some sort of sensors. Human vision understands stimuli. If there is any change in the physical excitation, physical property or quantity, our eyes, our nose, our ears can detect it. But we are talking about vision only. So we will focus on eyes. So if there is any change in the stimuli, human eyes can detect. Similarly, the sensors can also detect if there is any change in the stimuli. But that change in stimuli is interpreted by the computer as numbers. So therefore, you can see here interesting diagram which interfaces provides an interface between human eye and there are some binary numbers. These binary numbers are nothing but human eye is the sensor of computer through which it senses the stimuli, it senses the environment, it senses the outside world, and everything, whether it is outside world, stimuli, or physical quantity, is interpreted in terms of numbers only. So computers understanding, computers analysis, computers classification, decision making by the computer, every aspect will depend on these numbers. In this lecture, we will not highlight much depth understanding or depth analysis of computer vision. This lecture aims to present only an overview that what is computer vision, what are the areas where computer vision is very important, and how computer vision is essential in modern applications of science, engineering, and technology. Computer vision involves machine. I have already, told you that in the beginning only I mentioned. Computer vision means it involves computer. So computer means machine. CV makes computers understand images and videos. Why images and videos are interpreted and how does computer vision benefit us? Because we know that a picture is worth there is a popular line statement, a picture is worth more than 10,000 words. Rather than reading or writing thousands or hundreds of statements, sentences, we can just produce an image that can carry huge amount of information. And since the computer vision understands all images and videos, moving images, pictures, so the ability to interpret, the ability to understand huge amount of information from outside world is possible in computer vision. As we can see one picture here, lot of things, lot of statements and sentences we can write that the cars are parked here. This is a white color car. There are trees and there is a building nearby and some more thing, one hill we can see at far place from this particular place. A lot of things we can write once we see a picture. So that kind of interpretation, like what kind of scene it is, where are the cars, what is the distance between the cars, how far is the building from the car or from this pole, all these can be interpreted by the computer. Why computer vision matters? Computer vision matters is because of its emergence, its usage in a number of applications. It may be safety, that the implementation like driverless car, or forget about driverless car. An ordinary car can have sensors backside and front side which can assist the car to avoid the accident by using some image processing and computer vision based pattern, object recognition. Health, computer vision is very important these days in health and healthcare, especially in diagnosis, computer aided diagnosis of different diseases. The medical image modalities, be it breast cancer or any other abnormalities present in the medical images, those analysis, interpretation, classification, diagnosis result are being improved by the computer vision. Security, that is, there is any case of theft or that kind of, when someone who is unauthorized user is trying to penetrate the security, can be easily detected by using computer vision. Comfort, entertainment industry, a lot of image processing, computer vision based tools and simulated, animated. The pictures and videos are presented, which are very popular among kids as well as others. Access, who is to be given access to a particular area, particular system, and who else is not to be given. But there are many more. These are the limited applications highlighted here. There are many more: robotics, driverless car, space mission, satellite imaging. There are a number of areas where computer vision plays an important role. As we can see here, that two pictures we can see, and they are looking similar. One is the former president of USA, Bill Clinton, and other is Al Gore, who is another, giant personality in US. And both look similar. When you see the appearance, both are looking almost similar. But computer vision has capability. We can have limited vision, limited understanding. Limited understanding capability is there in our human eyes. But computer vision can simplify, can solve this difficulty when there is ambiguity, when there is a confusion that could be addressed by the computer vision. Because in computer vision, we'll study in subsequent lectures that a number of metrics, number of features which are extracted from the images while recognizing different patterns or different objects. And based on the feature matching, some of the features will definitely be different from this between this person and this person. It is said that iris has highest uniqueness in human being. So maybe iris matching, maybe fingerprint matching will help to differentiate between the two people. So perception, human perception is limited, but computer vision perception capability is not unlimited. It can perceive any number of images in a different way. If you go to Wikipedia, there is a popular story. There was a girl who was identified by her iris pattern after long years. After so many years, almost more than 20 years or 25 years, the whole story is written here. And that lady, this was the young girl, and when actually the girl was detected, and that lady or girl became an old lady, only on the basis of iris of the girl, this lady was identified. So as I told you, iris matching, iris pattern matching, iris recognition, iris biometrics is very unique biometrics. And what is computer vision here? Computer is only doing everything. The computer's algorithm, suitable machine learning algorithm, will be used to extract the features of the iris and will match whether it is authenticated person or not. So this is an interesting story. Different uncertainty is there. See, by the face we can say that this is just an example, that there is a smile. We can see smile here and there. All the three persons are smiling here. Computer vision can also assess how much is the smile. Is it 96%? Is it 36%? And who is the person smiling? Like see Nicole, who is female, her age is 36 and the percentage of smile is 96. So broad smile. All right. So how much is the smile? That can also be analyzed. When we say that a person is smiling, the statement is fuzzy. It's a fuzzy statement. How much? Broad smile, narrow smile. Who is the person smiling? All these can be easily, done by using computer vision. Mobile robots, and this is one example. Recently, India is launching this space robot, a lady robot for a space mission. And similarly, this was for the NASA when they started thinking about this. So mobile robots are working wonderfully these days for space projects and for different projects, robotics projects, for navigation purposes. The mobile robots are being used. So when we say mobile robots, means mobile robots are equipped with hundreds of sensors, different types of sensors. And those sensors capture the data. The captured data is fed to the computer. The data is analyzed and the proper meaning or interpretation of data is made. If some decision making is involved, if some command generation is involved, that also happens by the computer vision. This is just to highlight how does computer mimic the human vision. As I started the lecture, that human vision has human eyes, computer vision has sensors. So we will not discuss all detailed dimension of human eye, but what we can see that it has different parts, pupil, iris, lens, and every component of human eye has a role, and therefore for human being, human eye is considered as a complete imaging system. Complete imaging system. The image is detected, captured, processed, sensed. It strikes somewhere here in the foveal area, and then whatever image is detected by the eye, it is sent to the brain through optical nerves. So then brain comes to the picture, And then brain, our neural network, that is natural neural network in the human brain, starts working and then identifies this is the person or this is the object which is visualized by the human eye. So human eye, that too with the support of human brain, it's a complete imaging system. Why we are talking about imaging system? Because computer vision utilizes imaging system, image processing system. So if we see, if we summarize the human visual system in four major stages, there are image formation, exposure control, detection, and processing. What is image formation? Cornea and lens. You can see here cornea and lens. Here is the lens, right? Cornea and lens are responsible to form the image in constituting an image. Then how much light, how much exposure is to be allowed is decided by iris, pupil, photoreceptors are there. Here see your iris. So how much is the opening here? That depends, that decides the exposure. Then for detection, retina, rods and cones. You see here, retina, right, where it consists of different rods and cones are used to detect the image. And then once some impression is read by our human eye, then it has to be processed. What do we want with that object which is sensed by our human eye? That processing is done by the brain, and there the signal is sent through the optical nerve. So this is very important and interesting diagram. Therefore, I included here so that we can understand how computer vision has similarity with human vision system. This is a typical flow diagram of human vision: cornea and lens, image formation, iris pupil, exposure control, rods and cones, detection, and brain for image processing in other way. So with this background, let's understand what is computer vision. Computer vision, this is written here from Wikipedia. This is an interdisciplinary scientific area. Nowadays, computer vision is not limited to computer science or information technology or electronics and communication engineering. It's purely interdisciplinary, which deals with how computers can gain high level of understanding, from where images and videos which are captured and read, how an understanding can be developed. From the perspective of engineering, it seeks to understand, automate the task, how different automated or automations involve a lot of image processing that human visual system can do. That human visual system can do can be automated by using computer is the area covered in computer vision. So this is why I made a statement. This is purely an interdisciplinary area. To simplify computer vision, it can be described as it uses machine language, deep learning. This is the modern neural network approach, deep learning, to analyze, infer, interpret, and understand the content of images and videos and to derive some meaningful information from the images and videos which have been read. So that is the importance of, or that is the area called as computer vision. When we talk about computer vision, image processing is an important essential component which plays an important role. So what is digital image processing? We will not discuss here in much detail, but digital image processing it includes a number of stages, right from acquiring the image, then pre-processing, segmenting, image denoising, restoration, feature extraction, object representation, number of stages. But what is the basic phenomenon? The basic phenomenon is how do we read a digital image or how do we read an image? There is a general phenomenon that there is a light source. Some light is incident on the object. How much light is reflected by the object? This is why the object is visible. If the complete whole amount of light is absorbed by the object, we cannot see the object. So how much light is reflected, that is called as intensity or brightness component, and that we can see as a pixel values or grayscale values once we store the image in the computer. So when we store the computer in the form of as a digital image inside the computer, which is always a matrix. Matrix means it has rows and columns that tells the dimension of an image, and the values of matrix, the elements of matrix are nothing but the pixel values, where pixel is the smallest element in the picture. Like this is an example, right? So digital image is represented as fxy, a 2D variable, where x and y are spatial coordinate. What is the position of pixel, and f is the, or you can say magnitude of this variable will be the intensity or gray level value. So when we choose a pixel anywhere in the image, we'll have a coordinate that this is a pixel whose position is 100, 100 means the number of row is 100 and the number of column is 100 where it is located. And if its intensity value is 152, so that will be the brightness value. This is how digital image is represented. And why I'm talking about this? Because computer understands every object, digital image or video in the form of these numbers only. What are these numbers? The pixel values, grayscale values, intensity values. And as we are talking about image processing, there are three important levels of image processing called as low level, mid level, and high level. In the low level, input is image, output is image. For example, noise removal. We think that a lot of noise is present. We use some computer method to remove the noise. But what will be the output? Output will also be an image. There is a mid level where input is image, output is attributes. For example, object recognition, matching. So when we use a smartphone and when we record our fingerprint while authenticating ourselves, it stores some templates of fingerprint, some features of fingerprint, and that will be always some numbers, attributes. So whenever we test, next time we are checking whether it is authenticated user or not, that time attributes will be compared, stored in the database. So what is output? Attributes, parameters, some features. In high level processing, what do we do? In high level processing is the next processing where the input includes attributes and output is the understanding. For example, there is a scene which we want to understand. Driverless car. It retrieves, it extracts a number of attributes. What are the images? What type of images are there? What is the distance of obstruction? What is the distance of a person? What is the distance of adjacent car or adjacent vehicle moving on the road? So to understand scenery, a complex scene, complex picture, to understand the different path in which the driverless car has to move. In the robotics, robot has to take some decision. Where understanding and decision making is involved, their input is generally some attributes which are extracted from the images, and then based on those attributes, some decision or understanding is made. So that is high level. Major steps in the image processing: acquisition, image processing, and understanding. After processing, there will be some understanding developed. If we compare human vision versus computer vision, very simple. You see here, when we see an object, it goes to our eye. I have already explained you that it is finally connected to brain. Brain is a device which is responsible to understand the content of the image, whereas sensing object, that is eye, is responsible for capturing images from the outside world. So whether it is bowl, there are apples and banana and other fruits are there in the bowl, can be differentiated, can be interpreted by the human eyes with the help of brain, of course. Similarly, in the computer vision, same object, it goes through this sensor. Sensor is replacing the human eye. Then computer is our brain, right? Where artificial intelligence, machine learning, and other computer algorithms are there, which act as a brain that is used or that helps to interpret and understand what this object is. So there is a lot of similarity Means the computer vision exploits the capabilities of human vision, and even better than, even faster than, even more efficiently, the computer vision performs the task as compared to human vision. Persistence. Persistence. You see here, this is an object. It's very difficult to perceive where there is a movement and how the different objects are moving. It's very difficult to differentiate. We have limited persistence, the level by which we can perceive the external world. But computer has that capability. It can use any type of machine learning called as deep learning. Deep learning is an emerging method of neural network, and can be trained. This data can be trained, and it can perceive and derive the information. Persistence of human vision is generally 1 by 16 second. Human eye and brain can only process 10 to 12 separate images per second. It can perceive or it can process maximum 10 to 12 separate images per second, our human eye, per second. All right, but the persistence of computer vision, it doesn't matter. It has unlimited persistence. That is the biggest thing. As far as the persistence is concerned, the computer vision has very huge capability as compared to human eye. See, there is an interesting application, smart city, smart transport system. This is, see, the smart city, or in smart transport system, in both the examples, you can see that it has a number of sensors by which it can, see here that this is the side of the road, this is the speed, the display where the speed is displaying here, that there is another car, how far that car is there, which can also be, uh, uh, evaluated. And there is a motorbike which is coming near this car. In the second picture, the person, the building, traffic light, then different traffic lights, handbag, there are cars and there are other vehicles, trucks. All these can be classified into different objects based on understanding the images using the computer vision. So a lot of automation in implementing a smart city to control the traffic in a smart way, automatic parking, AI-enabled parking, AI-enabled pollution control, AI-enabled contamination in water control. All these are happening to make the city a smart city, a smart transportation system. Driverless car, as I've already told you, is a brilliant example of computer vision and artificial intelligence. It has, as I told you, hundreds of sensors, and those sensors all around the car in all the directions. All the sensors capture the real-time data. What is important is real-time data. It's not that static data. Once the data is captured and it starts analyzing. No, real-time analysis and then decision making. How much speed it has to maintain? Where is the next obstruction? And all the obstructions and other vehicles, pedestrians who are traveling on the road, it has to distinguish, it has to differentiate. So therefore I said that this is the brilliant example of computer vision. Industrial robots, a number of tasks in industries nowadays where sometimes there are some stringent tasks where human involvement is very difficult. There the computer vision plays an important role. Computer vision that using robotics, a number of tasks in industries can be performed, as you can see in this example as a self-explanatory image. That is a car manufacturing industry. A lot of things are being done by these robotic arms. And an engineer, even a robot, not even a human being, even a robot is operating this panel of computing device, that how is the operation, how is the task being performed by the robotic arms. So the complete automation can be achieved by using the robotic arms. This is another beautiful example these days, brain-computer interface. The computers can get the signals from brain, maybe in the form of EEG and other modalities of human brain signals, by just putting some electrodes over the skull. And what does human brain think? What the human brain is thinking? What activities it want to perform? All those can be interpreted, and accordingly commands can be generated using extracting the features, then classifying the features, and then appropriate commands can be generated. This is an important area called as brain-computer interface or brain computing or cognitive science. Different brain disorder, different abnormalities in human brain can be analyzed very easily in this particular area of study. Then there is sign language recognition. Sign language. There are different sign languages all across the world. That American Sign Language. This is one graphical user interface which we have implemented and published one paper as well on Myanmar Sign Language recognition. You can see that we have developed some database, and by reading the database that this is a symbol, this is a sign for a particular thing. So it results audio as well as the name in a particular language. This language is in Myanmar language. So those who cannot hear, they can listen to this. Those who cannot understand, so equivalently they will understand by the audio. And what actually it is representing? Tatalinche. Tatalinche. This is the name of the characters and numbers were used in this particular system. So what I'm trying to say, sign language, it may be American Sign Language or any sign language, is very useful for deaf and dumb people who have disability in seeing and understanding, hearing. So hearing, a lot of hearing aids are being developed using the computer vision, methods. So what are the challenges? As I told you, this is a lecture introducing computer vision. We have discussed about what is computer vision, what are the activities where computer vision is involved, how does computer vision mimic the human vision. All those things we have discussed. These are the challenges while working or implementing computer vision for different applications. Different soft computing methods are there these days. Artificial intelligence, fuzzy logic, neural network, genetic algorithm, a lot of soft computing methods are there. So there is one problem. The problem is robustness. Which soft computing method is appropriate for any specific application? Because all these methods, which are hundreds of different methods available. AI algorithms are hundreds in number. The number is in hundreds. Genetical, there are hundreds of optimization algorithms are there. Which one has to be chosen for any specific application? Because every optimization tool or method has its own limitation and challenges. So robustness is the all-time challenge in image processing and computer. Today you develop something to recognize an image. Tomorrow or immediately after you implement, there comes a next algorithm that attempts to overcome some of the challenges of the algorithm which you have developed. So robustness is all-time challenge in computer vision. Empathy and societal issues like in driverless car, in robotics, the empathy is a factor. It's not sympathy. It's combination of emotion and sympathy. How you can, inculcate in the robotics these type of values, societal issues. Therefore, there are challenges in implementation of driverless car, popularly on common roads. Deep learning addresses a lot of problems, especially machine learning methods. Deep learning has an answer for a number of challenges in computer vision, especially related to huge data, huge dimensionality problem, large amount of processing time. These are the major challenges in computer vision, which are addressed very easily by using a deep learning method. Now, the deep learning is also not a single term. There are a number of methods which are combined together called as deep learning based methods, which are actually a kind of neural network based methods or other classification methods which are used to train the data, which are used to learn the data, so that an appropriate classification, appropriate understanding, and appropriate decision making can be made. So this lecture is all about, you can see here, traditional computer vision, but when you involve deep learning, it enhances your weightage. So it improves the result, it improves the performance, right? And that's all for this, that this lecture has presented an overview, an introduction, a motivation, and few important application areas where the computer vision plays a most significant role. And then we concluded by discussing some major challenges in these areas, the area called as computer vision. Thank you.